So this is the Tecno Camon 12, and we will be fixing the screen, which we have already had. We've already purchased the brand new screen. Let's see what the issue is, just to be sure that it still comes on. Yeah, if you squint, you'll see that there's a bit of light coming in. Oh, probably can't see it on the camera, but yes, there's a bit of light coming in. So which would give us a bit of insight on what the issue is. Only one or two things: screen or the board. As long as there's light source coming from it, probably just the screen that's bad. So we are going to take a safe bet, given that the phone fell on the floor. So let's take it apart. Not waste so much time. Take out the first screw for that's holding the battery and the screen flex to the board. Take this out. Then we're going to unclip the battery. First things first. Separate that. And that's about it. We're going to take out the battery next. That's where this comes in handy. I think this battery has been taken out before, so it wouldn't be as hard as a lot of these usually are. So we have to find the good spots, drive it through, and raise. Yeah, there we go. Easy peasy. Set the battery aside alongside the pan holding the battery down. So this is the flex for the screen. This is the flex connecting the screen to the board, and this is the flex connecting the board to the subboard, the main board to the subboard, where the charging ports, network, antenna, vibrator, and speakers are. So you don't need to worry about this. Just take this out. In newer phone models, the connection to the board is done on the screen, so you just have the screen having this and then one other one that connects to the board. We're going to, I think I've recorded a video on that, but I can post it yet. See you later. Let's take out the screen guard. So I don't know if you call that satisfying, but there we go. Set this apart. Don't trash it. So what next? We take out the screen. Taking out the screen can be, you can be careful and you can decide not to, but since the screen is cracked and it fell, I have more reason to believe that the screen is bad. So less need to be as careful with taking out the screen. But if we are in a situation where I'm not sure that this screen is bad, I have to be a lot more careful while taking it out. I'm not going to be careless taking it out, but you get the point. So you can start driving this into the edge of the screen little by little. And I believe the screen has also been changed before. So you can just gently slide this through. It will also be easier to remove like the battery. Also slide this through here to take out any gum. So we'll cut through the glue that's holding it together. So one of the places beginners make mistakes when opening the screen is to try and cut through where the flex is. That's if you're trying to be careful. Like I said, this flex goes down and it's somewhere here, very close to this place, this entire area. So when you get to the bottom or wherever the flex is, usually at the bottom, sometimes at the top, you stop cutting through, so you do not stop prying, so you do not cut the flex. So we just raise this up. Oh, the screen is already going. Yes, you can see. Anyway, the carefulness is really too much. So I don't think there's anything else connected to this. This is like the inner layers of the screen. Let's just put The person who fixed this phone last has to be one of the worst engineers ever. You do not put glue here. You never put glue here. Why? Didn't even take out the peel of the screen. This is terrible work. Terrible work. Well, guess I'm done with Mr. Nice Guy. No man, Mr. Good. What is this? I want to put glue here. And imagine it glued the flakes to the what kind of engineers are in Lagos like this? Not saying if I say come and repair, didn't take. It says now you're stressing me. Okay. We have to remove as much residue glue as we can to make space for the new glue we are going to be attaching. So we will use the screwdriver to take out as much of the glue as we can. Tecno Camon 12 was not a bad phone by any means. It still is not, just outdated. I think the Camon, I remember the Tecno Camon 9. Okay, that was the Phantom 9. The Camon series have been Tecno's camera phone. But since the invention of AI cam, I have no idea what that thing is supposed to do. They have been including a sorry excuse for software enhancements as a reason to put lower quality cameras on their phones. Sometimes it's hard to blame them because of the cost of producing phones and the terrible market to find ourselves in Nigeria. But if you don't want to do something, don't do it. Why are you now covering it under the guise of AI cam? What do I know? This is so much work. I need to meet the person that fixed this phone last. Because what's this? Call yourself a professional. Whew. One has been repaired too many times, but that's not our job. So let's test out the new screen, see if it works before we start applying the glue, because once you apply glue to the screen you can't return it. So put it down, put the battery, voila, we have a working screen. So we're going to let it boot up, test the touch. There's also something else we have to test, and then we start applying the glue. Camon. There we go, we're live. Well, it's locked, privacy matters. So, but we can get in the sliding brightness bar and drag it all over the screen from every edge to edge. Tests of the battery is dead. Well, I think that's a good enough test. I think most of the screen should work, so we're just going to fix it up. Take out the battery, very important. Here. Take out the screen again, so we can apply the glue properly this time. And I'm going to be using our T7000. Start applying. So you also have to be careful of these sections, these top sections. These are where the cameras and the flashlights usually are sensors. So the trick is to know where the sensor is supposed to be. So look through this, put it through lights, right? Look through at the top here. You can shine a light from behind, and then you will see some of the spots. You put something white behind it to see some of the places that are the gaps that are there where the sensors are meant to be. Let's see if we can show it on camera. I don't know if you can see some of the spots here that are not entirely black. So those are the spots where on the phone where sensors are to come through. So we can see from here to from basically almost every part from here to here and here for a flash. So this side is free to add glue. You can add glue here, you can add glue here. These places there are sensors and there's a camera here. Of course you don't add glue here. There are sensors here. Those are the sensors that detect when you're on a phone call and you put the phone on your ear, close to your ear, that turns off the screen. So if you block it, it's always going to assume that your phone is on your ear when you're making calls. So whenever a call comes in, the screen just goes blank. So you need to be careful about that. So apply this blue here. So we can see the flashlight here, so it's clear. So usually the sensors and some other things, they are not so easy to see. So that's why you have to check the screen to know where they are. So this edge is free. You can apply it, but definitely don't apply there. So we are done with the top parts. We are going to apply all around it. Remember, not on the surface of the phone, not on the back of the phone, not here, but on the edges. On the edges. You're also going to apply it gently. It takes a lot of practice to be able to get this as smoothly as this. And you apply. That is some blend this. Put so much, just right. If you put so much, it's going to enter into the screen and spoil it. So this is about as much glue as we need, no more. Could be less, but no more than this. So I'm going to cover this so it doesn't dry up. And I like waiting for like a minute or two for it to not be so liquid anymore, so as to reduce the likelihood of it getting into the crevices of the screen and ruining it. So just a minute or two. I can also take this out only after you have tested that the screen is working. Okay, that should be good enough. Don't want it to dry up completely. So put the bottom part first, usually do, and let the others fall into place. Okay. Let's flip the screen, the main board. And bend the flex also, it's bigger. And battery. This out. Just take this out. So let's put in some glue for this also. Let's just put glue. Like, anyway, so far so good. 22 minutes in. And what's next? Let's screw in the things I need to screw in. The camera casing. Oh, it broke. That's all. This is the battery, and this holds the battery, fingerprint sensor, and the screen in place. Put that in, and what else we got? Like this. This is not looking very good, plus the volume buttons are missing. We've already offered the client to get it replaced, so we're going to get it replaced, but for now let's just put this in. I'm going to let the screen dry, and in order to do that we'll attach some strings, rubber bands, to make sure it stays in place. Let's switch it on one more time and see. And you see how much light comes out from the sides. That's already broken. Okay, we have no lights here. We have just minimal lights here. We have no lights here. The glue is covering optimally. Not exactly, but because this place doesn't have it. Let's test that. Very quickly test this out. Okay. Relax. Let's turn it off. Yeah, battery's off. So we're just going to replace this, and what else? The buttons here for the clients, and that's about it. Okay, let's attach some rubber bands to make sure it dries properly. So a little bit bigger. It's not a very good battery, but it's ready so it doesn't fall into the screen. So we do this. Go. Okay. And there we go. Okay. We are all set. Thank you for watching. Catch you again next time.